What can you expect after 30 years of setting goals? I will tell you. This is Caleb Jones, and this is Alpha Male 2.0, freedom-focused lifestyle design for men. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe here. We do 5 videos a week here at YouTube on how to make both your business life and your woman life more free, because you need both. By the way, we are doing a free online course drawing giveaway right now. This is my course on how to develop your own location-independent business. It normally retails for $1,400. You might get it for free. All you need to do is be a subscriber here at YouTube and like this video and leave a comment on this video at YouTube. And that's it. And once every 2 weeks, I will announce the winner of the drawing at the YouTube community feed here at YouTube. Cool? Cool. Okay. Goal setting. I am not going to tell you today on how to set goals. If you have read any success or self-help material, you may have already read a bunch of stuff on how to set goals. I have read over 20 books on how to set goals. I have read numerous articles on goal setting. I have an entire chapter in The Unchained Man at alphamalebook.com. If you're interested on exactly how to set goals, an exact procedure on how to do that, I'm not going to rehash all that here. Instead, what I'm going to talk about is what you can expect in terms of goal setting, because I have been setting goals for 30 years. Literally. I started setting goals when I was 18 years old. I am now 48 years old. By my math, that's 30 years. My math skills are incredible, but that's my math. So I can tell you exactly what I've experienced in terms of setting goals and what it's done for me, and I can show you what to expect in terms of the results that you could get from setting goals over a long period of time. So some guys think that setting goals is bullshit and it's a bunch of woo-woo BS and it doesn't work and it's a bunch of crap, or it's bad for you. There's been a few books out like The Danger of Setting Goals. And what the fuck? So you have those people. You also have people who think that if you just set goals, that's it. That's all you gotta do is set goals and think positive and you'll achieve your goals. No, wrong. Those are both wrong. As usual, the reality is in the middle of these two extremes. You need to set goals, you need to put action behind those goals. So let me describe to you what has happened to me in terms of the last 30 years of setting goals. And I have kept track of these things. As always, I have spreadsheets on this crap, and I've kept track of more or less the goals that I have set, the goals that I've hit, the goals that I've missed. If you are curious, I set goals for all different time frames. So I set weekly goals, I set quarterly goals, I set annual goals, and then I set what I call long-term goals, which are goals that are 3 to 5 years out. Sometimes a little more than that. I talk a lot about mission at Alpha 2.0. Mission is not a goal. Mission is very different. So we're not talking about mission today, we're talking about goals. So I set goals, and I've been setting goals in some form or fashion since, like I said, since I was 18 years old. So throughout my 20s, throughout my 30s, throughout my 40s, I have been consistently setting goals. So what has happened? What are the results of me setting these goals? I will show you. And some of these numbers may surprise you. Matter of fact, I think most of these numbers are going to surprise you, but this is what I've experienced, and this is what you can expect if you set goals, remind yourself of these goals, and then take action on these goals. Okay? So the first number I will give you is 100%. 100% of what? 100% of every major goal that I have set for myself in my life. Major goal, not midterm goals, not little goals, not wouldn't it be nice if goals, but major, big, important goals that I've ever set in my life. 100% of those goals I have hit. What? You've hit every goal? Yes, I have hit every goal. Now there's a but coming in a minute. I'm gonna give you the dirty shit in a minute. But yes, in terms of the big goals that I've set for myself, I have hit 100%. Got to draw correctly. 100% of every goal I have ever set for myself. It's true. Now, what's the catch? What's the downside? There is a catch here. There is one. Here it is. You ready? 70% of these big goals that I have hit, because I've hit them all, 70% of the goals that I've hit in terms of the big goals, I hit late. I was late on them. God damn, why can't I write today? Late. I was late. I hit them late. So I set a deadline, I put a date on it, and the date came and went, and I didn't accomplish the goal. I'm like, fuck! 70% approximately, this is a close approximation, 70% of every big goal that I have set, I was late on. I did not hit it on time. I was late. If I set a certain date on the calendar, it was maybe a year later, or 6 months later, or 3 months later, sometimes a long time later. Matter of fact, I'll give you more detail. So let's see, half of these 70% goals, which would be what, 35%, right? 35% of the goals, the big goals that I have set, I hit them. So half of the 70% goals, I was very late. As in many years. Years and years late. Years and years. So if I set a certain income goal, maybe I missed it. Maybe I set it, I don't remember the exact dates. I'm gonna have to pull up my spreadsheets, but maybe if I set an income goal for, I don't know, 2003, by December 1st of 2003, I am making blank. And I missed it, and I didn't hit that income goal until 3 years later, 4 years later, sometimes 5 years later, sometimes 7 years later, years later. So I was very late, and I was late, but I hit it. Does that make sense? So when you set goals, even if you are an experienced goal setter, you're gonna set the goals prematurely, and you're gonna miss them, and you're gonna be late. But that's okay, because guess what? 100% of my hit. I still hit it. I'm talking here about financial goals, investment goals, woman goals, fitness goals, because I set goals in all these areas. Family goals in some cases. I will always hit them eventually, but I'm usually late. Sometimes I am very late, years late. So that means that now these days, when I set a big goal and I don't hit it in time, I'm pissed, but I don't freak out. I'm still very positive and confident about that goal because I know from history, I'm gonna be late on it. The chances are decent I'm gonna be very late on it, but I'm gonna hit it. So as I've mentioned a few times before, a big goal I'm working on now is losing a lot of weight, and beyond that, becoming an actual athlete. And I have missed that goal several times in terms of the body fat percentage I want and how much I want to weigh. I have missed that goal, but I'm not super terrified or pissed off about it. I am pissed off about it, but I'm not super worried about it or thinking, oh no, I can never lose weight. You know why? This is my track record. Yeah, I'm late, but I always hit it. I know with 95% certainty, probably more than that, almost 100%. I'm never 100% sure about these things, but at least 95, 97, 99% sure I'm gonna hit all my fitness goals. I just know it's gonna take longer than I planned, and it has. This has taken longer than I planned, but again, for me, that is normal. Now, let me give you one more number, okay? This is a motivational number, and this is not bullshit. These are real numbers from my life, okay? Last number is, I hit 100% of my goals, late on most of them, sometimes very late, but, and this is something you can only get with time, because I've been doing this a long time, 90%, I'm gonna circle that because this is big, 90% of the big goals that I have hit and accomplished, so 90% of this 100%, I not only exceeded, I vastly succeeded. Vastly I'll just say suck. That won't work. I'm just gonna say vast, how about that? Vast! Not only did I hit the goal, I vastly exceeded the goal. I didn't go over the goal a little bit, I vastly exceeded it. I'll give you several examples, specific examples, without getting too specific, because there are certain things I can't tell you. But I'll give you a woman example, I'll give you a business example. So, business example, I have constantly set income goals throughout my life. I've talked about in my books where when I was 18 years old, I set an income goal to have a 6-figure income before I was 28. That was a 10-year goal, that I set for myself. I did not miss that goal. I actually hit it early. I hit it a year early. I was making a 6-figure income, $100,000 a year by the time I was 27. So I was actually a year early. Now that's not, as you can see, that's not typical for me. So that was in the 30% where I hit it in time. But later I set more goals, 150,000, 200,000, and so on. The biggest income goal that I have ever set for myself back in those days, the biggest income goal I ever set was $20,000 a month income, okay? $20,000 a month, which is what? $240,000 a year, okay? right? That's the biggest income goal. I said, when I hit that goal, I'm good to go. I'm set for life. I don't need to make any more money. That's a lot of money. Oh man, if I make $20,000 a month, I'll just be so fucking rich, it'll be great. Today, and I hit that goal. Today, I make way more than that. I make way more than $20,000 a month. Way, way more than that number. I have vastly exceeded the biggest goal that I set for myself in terms of income. So now let's talk about woman goals. So way back in 2007, when I started on this Alpha Male 2.0 journey and started my new dating life, my woman goal was to have 3 women who I dated in some form or fashion, non-monogamously, who were at least cute. That was my goal. Today, I am way past that goal. I laugh at that goal. That was the big goal that I had for many years, and I hit that goal. And then, just normal progression in my life, I vastly exceeded that goal. Not just the number of women, but the quality of the women and the scenarios under which I was seeing these women. All of those things are vastly beyond 3 women who are at least cute. Trust me, I have vastly exceeded that goal, and I did so many years ago. Today, I'm far beyond that goal, and I've lived that way for years and years and years, very similar to my financial goals. So it's not just that I have hit 100% of my goals. Given some time, and in some cases, when I say time, I'm saying years, you gotta be patient with some of this stuff. Given time, not only did I hit these goals, I vastly exceeded these goals, despite the fact that I was late on 70% of them. So to summarize, think about this very carefully, because this is motivational for you. A lot of guys think that I set a goal, and then if I miss it, I'm fucked. I'm a loser. It's too big of a goal. I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should make the goal smaller. Maybe my timing was off. None of that is true. This is normal. At least it's normal for me. So I would set a goal. I would be late on it. Often I would be years late on it, and it would suck. But given time, I would hit it. And then overwhelmingly, more than I hit it, I would exceed it. And again, when I say exceed, I vastly exceeded it. I have never had a goal. I mean, I have to think about this for a minute, but I'm pretty sure never had a big goal where I hit the goal and that was it. Well, I guess I have, 10%. So actually, true, I have. I take that back. About 10% of the goals that I've set, these are big goals now, not little tiny goals. The big goals, I hit the goal and then I just kind of sat there. But that's only 10%. 9 out of 10 of these things, I vastly exceeded them given time. And the reason for this is once you get good at something and you achieve a level of mastery at something, just your natural growth, natural progression, we as men tend to want to get better and improve and things like that. Just naturally, you're going to get better and get better results. I am very good at, and you may know this if you've read my content for a long time, I'm very good at staying very consistent and not getting complacent. A lot of guys will get complacent with money. A lot of guys certainly will get complacent with women. I don't do that. So because I don't get complacent, this is the result, this 90%. This is what you can expect over time in your life when you set goals, when you set motivational goals that turn you on, big goals, and you put in time and effort to hit those goals. This is what you can expect. This stuff works. Am I a believer in goal setting? Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, my God, look. Yes. Would I have accomplished these things if I had never set any goals? The answer is no. Now, it's probably true that I would still be living a somewhat decent life. I'm a motivated guy, I'm a driven guy, I know what I want, etc. But I promise you, I know for a fact, I know myself very well, I would not have achieved these results, the income I have, the business life I have, the woman life I have, the overall Alpha 2.0 life I live now. I would not have achieved this level of success in terms of my life if I had never set a goal. Goal setting works. And again, I have to repeat this because some guys fuck this up. You don't just set goals and then sit on your ass and play video games. You set the goals, you review them often. I review my goals every morning, 6 days a week minimum. Every morning I review my weekly goals, I review my quarterly goals, and let's see, yes, I review my big goals, my 2 big goals for the year. I review those every morning, so I never fucking forget. And then I work hard to accomplish those goals. And yeah, often I'm late. So if you are late on a goal, if you miss a goal, if you miss a deadline, don't beat yourself up, keep going. Likely you'll achieve, now maybe you won't achieve 100%. Maybe you won't. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm just blessed. Maybe I'm an angel from heaven, and I'm unusual and I'm weird, and maybe you don't get 100%. Maybe you only get 80% of your big goals. Okay, wouldn't that be a good fucking deal? 80% of your goals? Great. Now the reverse is also true. Maybe you're going to hit 80, 90, 100% of your goals, but maybe in your case, you won't have this 70% late shit. Maybe it's only 40% late for you, or 30% late. You could be better than this. You could improve on these numbers. It's entirely possible. This is what you can expect when you set goals. You need to set goals. You need to keep working at your goals, and you don't want to get discouraged when you miss your goals. That's okay, because if you keep at it, you'll hit it, and then often you will exceed them. Cool? Very important. If you need help with this, go to joinsmic.com. That is my coaching and mentorship program, audio training program. Also, if you want to watch a video on the one thing stopping you in your life, you can click here, or you can click here to learn how to make your life more fair. See you soon.